What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kinetic615 back for the next episode of this Michigan Wolverines Slow Sim Dynasty. Following our deflating loss the previous week, we are now in week 10 of year 2, sitting at 6-2, and we've dropped all the way to number 11. Our playoff hopes are waning, and it's going to require us to have a very strong end to the season. Real quick, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. For those that are tuning in for the first time to this is my Slow Sim series where I basically took my recent newfound love of the Slow Sim Online League Dynasty community and turned it into a solo series as well. So at least once per day I'm doing one game in this series, and we're going to keep going all the way through the end of this game cycle. So we are in year 2, 2026, and we unfortunately have had some really good wins and some really bad losses. In this season, we started off strong against Western Michigan, Oklahoma, and UTEP. Oklahoma game was a top 5 game at the time that we played it. And then we had a very deflating loss after the bye week to Indiana, where we just had an epic collapse in the second half. We bounced back with strong wins against Iowa, Penn State, and then on the road at Oregon, but then somehow came out very flat on the road at Minnesota. Now we come back home for 2-game swing, starting with number 15 UCLA, who is 8-1 on the season, and is going to be, by record, a tougher opponent than any that we've played so far. Take a quick look at the staff and the roster. So Michigan is now being piloted by the return of Connor Stallions as the head coach. We are going with the recruiter, motivator, talent developer build. We did bring in a new staff. Following the firing of Sharon Moore, we brought in PJ Fleck to be the offensive coordinator, Connor Walker to be the defensive coordinator. Alright, quick run through of the roster. Now I did have likely my best recruiting class by far ever in this game in year 1 of any dynasty. And that's shown here as we have in my opinion, the best quarterback room in the country with Bryce Underwood, JKS, CJ Carr, and Bryce Baker. At running back, we've got Hollywood Smothers, Jordan Marshall, Micah Kaapana. And then, actually, got a couple of true freshmen here getting redshirt years. We'd move John Volker to fullback, although Jordan Marshall is taking snaps there as well. Wide receiver, we've got a sophomore, Andrew Marsh, as wide receiver 1, transfer in of Nick McMillan. On the other side, the emergence of Amarian Stewart, along with Samaj Morgan, Kendrick Bell, and Fred Moore all returning. Now, if you notice, we have 4 seniors here that will be departing. So next season, we will have a very young wide receiver room, assuming that they return, headed up by Andrew Marsh and Amarian Stewart. At tight end, we've got the transfer in of Dorian Fleming and the converted wide receiver Jamar Browder, along with Brady Prescorn as our starting 3 tight ends. Starting along the offensive line, we've got Blake Frazier and Andrew Babalola at left tackle. At left guard, we've got Ty Haywood and Brady Norton. At center, we've got Evan Link and Luke Hamilton, along with Caden Strayhorn. Right guard, Nathan Afobe, Avery Gash. And at right tackle, we've got Andrew Sprague and Jake Guarnera. Left edge, on the defensive line, we have a transfer in on both edge spots with Marquise Lightfoot on the left side and Samuel Okunlola on the right side. And then the depth rotation there is going to be Devin Baxter, Lugard Edekpaye, and Nate Marshall. Defensive interior, we got Trey Pierce. We also moved a few of our edges from last year inside, and that's going to be Cam Brandt, Eno Etta, Ted Hammond, and Dom Nichols. At linebacker, we converted Brandon Hitman Hillman from safety to linebacker, along with Chase Taylor at the Sam position. On the interior of the linebacking core, we've got transfer from Pitt, Kyle Lewis, along with returning senior Troy Bowles and converted safety Jacob Oden. And then at the will linebacker position, we've got Cole Sullivan and Nathaniel Owusu-Boateng. At cornerback, we have a stable of returning corners to Michigan this year. We've got Jair Hill as cornerback 1, and then he's supported by Josiah Edmonds, Shamari Earls, Jaden Sanders, and Mason Curtis. At our safety positions, we've got a couple transfers in. First of all, we've got Jalen McClain from Ohio State. We've got Keon Sabb, who returned to Michigan after 2 years at Bama, comes back to his original home. And then in rotation with both of them is TJ Metcalf and Jordan Young. And we do have true freshman kicker Otis Beck. Alright, let's jump in and look at the recruiting board. Alright, so just a recap of our commitments here. We've got a 5-star commitment from a wide receiver and running back, Terrell Carrion. Because of his height, he'll probably just play running back for Michigan. 4-star safety Reggie Gideon. 4-star edge rusher Paul Hicks. 4-star corner Tommy Mitrione. 4-star linebacker Ezekiel Burns. 4-star athlete Larry Mock, 5-star athlete. 5-star offensive lineman Juan Burfict. 5-star offensive lineman Jose Shields. 4-star defensive lineman Romeo Sauer. 5-star linebacker Colin Callaway, and 4-star corner Isaiah Houtau. Alright, for Caleb Berryman, we are still pulling away from Syracuse for his recruitment in his top 5. We got the right pitch. Sam Mangold, we are in 3rd in a very tight race. Although we do, this is our recruit visit week, right? Yeah, so we have a chance to steal him, even though we are 3rd on his board. We have our visit this week, and Pitt's visit is next week. So I'm confident that we can steal him if we get a win here. Chuck Sampson, we are 1st on his board. We've got a visit next week, so if we don't close him out this week, we should be able to close him out next week. Oscar Cashman, we got a decent lead over Indiana. Penn State has dropped out of the race. Trent Semple, we are unopposed for Trent Semple. He has cut the top 5, so let's go ahead and set, let's see, do we do a hard sell or 2 soft sells? We know plain style. Okay, so we know his actual pitch. So that's going to be, where is it? Standard bearer. Kentrell Benedict, we are 1st on his board, but Texas is making a big push. We'll probably end up losing this guy to Texas. He is from Texas, but we might as well stay in it. We're unopposed on Howden. We are in a losing battle to USC for Angler. Yeah, I think we should probably just drop out of that one. And then for Stoner, we are in 1st place. Alright, let's see. Do we have holes we need to try to fill? Okay, so we could use a couple DBs. We could use 2 DBs. So let's scout some DBs. Let's go 3 stars. 3-star minimum. I'm going to look at corner first, and let's go to the 4 stars. See if there's any that have gone unrecruited. Not at corner. What about at safety? None that are really feasible, it looks like. I mean, maybe we could jump in here. Actually, we probably could jump in here. We could jump in here too. That's a box specialist. We'll try Lemur. Let's max out Lemur real quick. Make sure it's not a bust. Okay. We'll try to jump into this one. It might be too late, but we'll see. Let's see. We know conference prestige. Let's go with that. Let's go with Gamer, because those two will tell us the most. Let's schedule a visit for Michigan State Week. Conference Prestige. Alright, let's look at some 3 stars and try to gem hunt. Alright, so we're looking for guys that don't have any offers, that we can scout and try to hunt for hidden gems or dev trades. We are not going to take box specialists. I view box specialists more as linebackers. That's just how I like to run my defensive scheme. We're not taking JUCO guys either. Alright, we're just going to start scouting. First we're looking at dev trait, then we're looking at gem. If it's not a gem or doesn't have an impact or better dev trait that gets revealed, we're just going to take them off the board. Okay, so there's a gem. And we'll try to look for one more. And we might not find another gem in this. It may have just been one in the whole bunch. There's a broken gem. There we go. John Brown. What a very generic name. I guess we can keep hunting gems. On him. Doesn't hurt anything, just in case he is a gem. Alright, let's jump into the game. Now again guys, just a reminder, this is a slow sim dynasty, which means we do not play the game. We build the team, we set the scheme, we develop the players, and then we let it go, we let it run and see what happens. I will do some poorly executed commentary because it's kind of fun. Sometimes I don't, but most of the time I do. And we're just going to watch the game. Let's get into it.
Big time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Goal positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Alright, so we're going to go set this slim speed to slow and hit end of game.
And the Bruins will
There we go. Michigan's going to receive the kickoff to start the game. This is at home in Ann Arbor, Week 10, Year 2. Kick goes deep into the end zone, and it's kneeled down for a touchback by Amarian Stewart. Bryce Underwood last week had a poor showing, 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns, in the collapse of a loss to Minnesota.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out.
Comes out first play this week, under center, I formation, 2 tight ends on the line.
Pressure, so No different
Fakes the
today.
handoff.
Defense
Play
obviously
action.
watched
First
the
play.
film.
Hits the
They're
running
gonna
back out of the
try to do
backfield.
exact same thing.
Is that John Volker, I think, the fullback? He actually hit on the pass. That's a gain of 9. Now Bryce is under center. Out power I formation. Fakes the handoff. Play action. Boots out. Hits Fleming on the underneath route. Gain of all the way down to the 49-yard line. First and 10, Michigan. Now Bryce comes out in shotgun. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Hollywood smothers the tailback. Midfield. Fakes the handoff. Play action. Fires over the middle. And it's knocked down. Could have been intercepted. That was a potential mistake by Bryce. Shotgun. Empty backfield now. 4 receivers. Samaj Morgan in motion. Fakes the quick pass. Fires over the middle. Fleming. Caught. First down across the 30. Down at the 25-yard line. Hurrying back to the line. I formation. 1 receiver wide right.
For the first down. Did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want
Hands
to
it off
go
to Stewart,
right now.
lined up as a running back. He gets 2 on the run. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now in shotgun. 3 receivers. And one of the guys on UCLA's defensive line jumped early, touched an offensive lineman. That's going to be encroachment. Penalty on UCLA. And we'll move the ball up 5 yards to the 18. Now in the red zone. Bryce comes out under center. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, single back formation.
Motion from the wide out.
Puts McMillan in motion. Hands it off to Smothers. Smothers up the middle. Hits contact at the line. Falls forward for a gain of 2. Almost 3. It's going to be 3rd and inches. And Bryce lines up in the power I. 3 backs lined up behind him. And he just tries to sneak it across the line to get the first down. And he does. Now he's in shotgun. Empty backfield. 4 receivers and a tight end.
Defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive.
Samaj Morgan in motion.
But it's so hard to stop that play. That's why
Takes a snap, drops back, Underwood. Dumps it off to Morgan. Just over the heads of the offensive line. Gain of only 4 on the check down. Now he comes in shotgun. 4 receivers spread out wide. Wide to the right. Hollywood smothers the tailback. Designed QB run. Bryce takes off left side, gets around the edge and runs it in for a touchdown. Touchdown Michigan, touchdown Bryce Underwood, first touchdown of the game. Michigan's on the board.
Guys, this quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive, and it came. What a beautiful touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 70-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for an alley from inside his own 10.
UCLA returns the kick back to the 27-yard line.
25, let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the UCLA Bruins offense will have its first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress
Shotgun
the
now.
defense for
RPO pass to the
similar
receiver
reasons.
on the
We see it
slant
all
route.
year
Gain
long.
of 6.
Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys
Michigan's
can
defense
really
has to
run
step
the
up and
football
play better
as
than they
well.
did last
Defenses are
week.
really gonna have to
Hopefully
be
they can have a
careful
bounce back
how they
similar to
try
how
and
we did
defend these 2 quarterbacks, David. This
when we
one
went
could
on the
come
road
down
to Oregon.
which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool.
High snap, hands it off to the running back, runs straight up the middle, gets across the first down line all the way down to the 46-yard line and tackled Case and Cox on a 13-yard run. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, tight formation, shotgun for UCLA. Is that still Nico Iamaleava? I think it is. Over the middle, caught tight or to the wide receiver. Big gain down to the 25-yard line, Michigan territory. Michigan's defense looks like they're still on whatever they were on for the Minnesota game.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue.
Nico Iamaleava. I think it's him. Until I see otherwise, I'm going to assume it's him. Fires right on the corner route. Caught down at the 10-yard line. First and goal. Receiver goes in motion left to right. 3 receivers. Shotgun for Nico. Fakes the handoff. Keeps it. quarterback run. Gets it to the 2-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal. Shotgun now, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, tight formation. Hands it off on the sweep. Running back is caught in the backfield for a loss of 4, Carson Cox. It's going to be 3rd and goal now from the 6. Shotgun now, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, tight formation. Power back in. Drops back to throw. Fires in the back of the end zone, over the heads of the defenders, caught, and it's going to be a touchdown UCLA. Bruins tie the game up.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Bryson shotgun split backs, 3rd and 5. Fires over the middle, right into the arms of a defender. Interception, turnover by Michigan, and another interception by Bryce. This is turning out to be a bad year for Bryce Underwood.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners.
May have to consider bringing in JKS or CJ Carr.
Can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work.
We just cannot continue having games like this. Hands it off, run up the middle, met by Keon Sabb. Gain of 6, Carson Cox. Nico in shotgun, 4 receivers. Quick wide receiver screen pass, gain of 1. 3rd and 3 now in the red zone. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, shotgun for Nico. Looking to throw, under pressure, fires left, caught, 1st down, gets it to the 9, 1st and goal.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
Fakes the handoff, read option, keeps it, and he gets sacked by Marquise Lightfoot back at the 14-yard line, 2nd and goal from the 14.
Where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week, you got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Using the quick
dumps it off to the tight end. Tackled by Keon Sabb at the 7. It'll be 3rd and goal for Nico. Bruins line up in shotgun formation, 3 receivers, 2 left, 1 right. Looking to throw, blitz by Michigan. Fires into the end zone, and it's knocked out by the defender, Jair Hill, on the hit. Knocks it loose, and UCLA is going to send out the kicker from the right hash mark, 7-yard line. Kick from the 15. And it's wide right, incomplete. No good on the kick, and that's going to be a turnover on downs back out to the 20. Game is still tied at 7. Right, following the interception on the last drive, Bryce comes out in power I formation. Pitches it to the running back, Jordan Marshall. Spins around 1 defender, hit immediately at the line, no gain. Bryce in shotgun now, dual backs. Fakes the pitch, passes it to Marshall out of the backfield. Gain of 9 on the pass play. 3rd and 1 now, and Bryce is in shotgun, empty backfield. 5 receivers.
But it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play.
Blitz by UCLA. Bryce tries to keep it, scramble. Gets caught behind the line, and it's going to be a loss of 2. It'll be 4th and 3, and Michigan's going to punt. Not able to capitalize on the missed field goal. They'll punt the ball back across midfield. Kick is caught at the 32-yard line. The receiver stumbled on the play, only gets it back to the 36. Nico comes out in shotgun, still a tie game. Drops back to throw. Fires right to the sideline. Tackled at the 41-yard line, gain of 5.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth for inside a minute to play in the first.
Changing the play, 3 receivers tight right, 1 wide left. Shotgun for the Bruins. Hands it off, no, keeps it. Quarterback read option. There's a flag on the play. Nico still going, gets it across midfield to the opponent 40, but it looks like this is going to come back. This is probably holding. No, it's an illegal block in the back. Illegal block in the back by the tight end, Gabriel Simpkins, and that's going to negate the run and move them back 10 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 7 at their own 40-yard line. Shotgun now, draws back to throw, quick pass over the middle, caught. Tackled at the first down line, gets the first down, Jack Peterson on the catch.
And the Bruins headed quickly to the line.
Nico in shotgun now, 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Hands it to the running back on the sweep. Met in the backfield by 2 Michigan defensive backs. Going to be a loss of yards back to the 44-yard line, 2nd and 13 now. And they don't get the snap off. That'll be the end of the first quarter. Tie ball game, 7-7. Michigan just cannot get the offense going.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second.
Shotgun now, 3 receivers. Nico drops back to throw, fired right, caught. It's going to be 3rd and 5, just across midfield into Michigan's territory on the 48. They're going to hurry back to the line now, empty backfield for Nico. 5 receivers, 3 left, 2 right. Drops back to throw. Pass over the middle, caught, it's high. Gets it across the first down line, over 100 yards now for Nico. They're going to move it down to Michigan's 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Shotgun now, 3 receivers. Quick RPO pass to the boundary. It's caught, tackled at the 33, but we've got an injury. Bruins offensive lineman, Julian Armella.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field.
He'll get checked out. Nico comes out under center now, single back. Wing formation, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Receiver goes in motion left to right. Hands it to the running back up the middle, spins around a defender, across the first down line, tackled at the 15. Carson Cox on the run. First down, Bruins. Three receivers bunched left, 1 single receiver right. Hands it to the running back again, cuts up the middle, gets it across the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. They take a 1 touchdown lead. They go up 14-7.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in.
Looking like this is going to be another collapse by Michigan.
Breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 4 over Florida. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They want to run it left here.
Sweep now, hand off to Micah Kalpana, but it's going to be a loss of 1, 2nd and 11.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive.
Shotgun now. 3 receivers. Bryce Underwood drops back to throw. Fires left sideline. Hollywood Smothers on the catch. Caught. Gets it down to the 29. It'll be 3rd and inches. Under center now. Power I formation. 3 backs behind him. Bryce with the QB sneak. Gets the first down. 30-yard line. 1st and 10. I formation. Two receivers. Hands it to... No. Keeps it. Bryce Underwood with the throw. Caught by Dorian Fleming, a 9-yard gain on the play, 38-yard line, 2nd and 1. In shotgun now, split backs for Bryce. Smothers and Marshall. Hands it to Marshall. No, it's a fake. Play action. Bryce keeps it, scrambles out of the pocket. Why did he run out of bounds? He could have just taken 2 steps and got a first down. What is he doing? EA, fix this shit. Andrew Marsh in motion, single back, 3 tight ends. Fakes the handoff, quick RPO pass to the tight end across midfield, first down Michigan, 47-yard line. Michigan will hurry back to the line, clock still running, 8 minutes on the clock in the first half. Bryce under center, 3 receivers, single back. Hands it to Marshall. Marshall runs up the middle, cuts right, up the sideline. Still going across the 20, across the 10, the 5. Breaks a tackle at the 1 and touchdown Michigan. Tied the game on the big run by Jordan Marshall, the power back. And now it's 14-14.
He's going to get loose. He is. He's a bad man that shuts your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like,
sorry, I was responding to a text message there.
I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Nico Iamaleava in shotgun line, 3 receivers. Blitz by Michigan under pressure, dumps it off to the running back. Tackled at the 43, gain of 2, 2nd and 8 Bruins.
Back up now, here's 2nd and long.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage. And they only
handoff on the play, met in the backfield by Eno Etta, loss of 1. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava.
Iamaleava drops back, fires over the middle. It's caught, big gain on the play. First down across midfield to the opponent's 35-yard line. Guys, I apologize. I need to jump off the mic. I need to go take care of something. So just enjoy the game and the commentary from the game itself.
And he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Gonna look downfield again. It goes incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Running into the open space. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 30. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Caught near the sticks. It's Flores. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Bruins will hustle to the line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open route.
It's caught downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. It'll be a draw. Breaks the tackle. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for 6. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long. Touchdown, UCLA! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner is stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's smothered. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's looking deep. He's got it up to 15. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like these. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Florida. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Finds his tight end. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Makes the grab on the left. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now first and 10 from the 47. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. They're dealing with a second and long. Now the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job on the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Marshall. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Under fire. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To the air, it's Iamaleava. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. The running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Wide open downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing in the field, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. First play of the drive wants to throw. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wants to go up top. This one's complete. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. They'll ride the hot hand. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The Bruins are moving quickly down the field.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. And the Bruins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Got a man in the middle. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. They'll run it. It's Cox. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium.
Wants to throw. It's Underwood.
They're up by 8 over Florida. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It Smothers. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He wants to go deep. It's caught. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Other scores from around the country. Slippery from 22.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Gonna run it. It Smothers. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Marshall. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Throwing right. He's got an open man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. And the Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They're going to run it. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. And as they come to the line of scrimmage, they're passing on the field goal. But look, worst case scenario, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Right on target this time. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll try to run for it. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the ground. He's got it again.
And I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. From as many of you that watch my channel know, I take care of my mother who's dealing with cancer. Had to take care of something personal there. So I apologize for that, but I'm back. Let's see what we got going on. So it looks like, okay, so start of the 4th quarter. Michigan is up by 1 touchdown, 35-28. Bruins driving. They just get a first down, tackle down at midfield. First and 10 Bruins. So this appears to be a shootout game.
That tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's first and 10 again.
And for those, for any Michigan fans that are watching this, Bryce Underwood just announced that he is returning to Michigan for the 2026 season. Earlier we had announcements from Babalola and Blake Frazier. I think that there's a lot of guys that are looked at as the next leaders of this team that could learn something from these three about loyalty and integrity.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium.
Bruins are driving. They just got another first down to the 14-yard line, first and 10.
This defense has to be aggressive. Make sure they get to this quarterback.
Nico has over 400 passing yards. Michigan showing blitz. Shotgun for Nico, 4 receivers. Blitz by Michigan, hands it off to the running back. Met immediately with a loss of 1 at the 14. It'll be second and 11. Shotgun, Nico takes a snap. Steps up into the pocket, throws into the end zone. Caught first for a touchdown. Bruins, and they tied the game. Will this be a fourth quarter collapse by Michigan? Or will Bryce Underwood finally take that step and lead them back for a win?
Right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth.
Tie game, 35-35. 9 minutes left to go in the game. Michigan receives the kick.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The laser down the field, but it's incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 11 Michigan ball. And now Bryce comes out with an empty backfield on the 3rd and long play. Quick pass over the middle, and it's dropped by Samaj Morgan. And Michigan's going to punt. Not a good look. This looks to be another late game collapse by Michigan. Cannot get their offense running.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Good job by the coverage unit to put a
Bruins will come out at the 36-yard line with a chance to take the lead in the fourth quarter following that failed drive by Michigan. Fakes the handoff, play action, fires over the middle, wide open receiver, nobody around him, and another first down.
Man, let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of success.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field.
Hands it off up the middle. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
They're in range of the kicker, so they can take the lead no matter what here unless they have a turnover.
Nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go.
Hands it to the running back. Stutter step in the backfield. Gets free. Gain of 5. 3rd and 1. 21-yard line. Nico hurrying back to the line in shotgun type formation. He's changing the play, spreading the receivers out wide. Tight ends go to the right side of the line in a wing. Quick pass to the running back out of the backfield. It's caught. First down. Knocked out of bounds at the 12-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Bruins are threatening in the red zone.
Bruins look poised to take over the game here. Hands it off. Caught immediately. Gain of only 1. 2nd and 9.
Closer and closer to Pater. Give to the running back.
Tackled immediately on the handoff. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nico drops back to throw. Has time. Scrambles out of the pocket. hit it as he throws it away. It'll be 4th and 12. They'll send out the kicker to take the lead.
On 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
Kick is up, and it's no good. It's no good. That's the second kick, at least the second one. Maybe one when I was gone, when I was stepped away from the game. Maybe there was another missed kick, but in the time that I've been here, the first time and now, that's the second missed kick, and both of them were an opportunity for them to take the lead, and both of them were wide right. Now Michigan with a chance to make up for the failed drive the previous time with a 10-yard run by Hollywood Smothers and a new set of downs at the 32. Now Bryce hands it off. Marshall trucks a defender, just runs right through him, and then finally tackled at the 38. 2nd and 4 Michigan. Shotgun now for Bryce. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers left. Looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket, dumps it off over the middle to Stewart. Gets it to the 41, 3rd and 1. I formation now, 1 receiver wide left. Bryce under center. Hands it to the running back, and he's met behind the line. No gain. 4th and 1, and Michigan's going to punt. They fail to capitalize. Wow.
And the ball comes to rest right there. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now, if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on 4th down. And the pass is incomplete, but
there's a flag on the play. Keon Sabb.
Contact there.
Defensive pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's covered.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava.
Dumps it off over the middle. Gain of 6. Quasi Gilmer.
And the Bruins are in the hurry-up.
Gilmer, 15 catches, almost 200 yards, 186 yards. Drops back to throw, Nico. Quick pass over the middle and off of the receiver's leg. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Now in shotgun, 4 receivers. Drops back to throw. Caught. Sideline. Gets it across the 1st down marker. 1st and 10 Bruins.
The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper.
Nico keeps it. Tries to run himself, only gets 2 yards. 2nd and 8.
Work to do here on 2nd and long.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football.
Shotgun now, tight formation, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Nico with the snap, fakes the handoff, play action, quick pass. Caught, but it's knocked out by the defender. Hitman Hillman jars it loose, incomplete pass, 3rd and 8. Shotgun now, 3 receivers. Bruins have been great on 3rd down conversions. Fires over the middle. It's caught again, a 3rd down conversion. Big time by Gilmer, who's now over 200 yards. Gets it across midfield. New set of downs for the Bruins. Michigan cannot stop him.
This guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going.
Gain of 4 there on the pass.
Big time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Shotgun now. Nico. Hands it off. Cuts up the middle. Gain of 3 by Cox. 75 yards on the day, 20 carries. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Nico in shotgun, 3rd and 3. Hands it to the running back. Up the middle, gets the 1st down. Michigan just cannot stop anybody.
Momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava.
Drops back to throw, fires right, caught, boundary, out at the 16-yard line, 2nd and 1.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. From the shotgun.
Hands it off, Cox up the middle. 1st down, it's going to be 1st and goal from the 8. Michigan cannot stop UCLA for anything. Screen pass to the running back. Caught. Taken down. And there's a timeout. Timeout by Michigan. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Hands it to the running back on the sweep. Gets around the corner, and that's a touchdown. Another late game collapse by Michigan. Defense unable to stop a leaky faucet.
How about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas State is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 25 to North Texas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smothers. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. And the Wolverines have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Caught, close to the marker, it's Mark. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Gets rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to
3rd
force
and
the
long
ball
here.
down the field. On 3rd and
This
long,
isn't a
you'll
conversion.
need to
This will
push
be
it
game.
downfield.
Caught. Amarian Stewart up the seam. Michigan ties it up on the big 3rd down conversion. 3rd and long. Seam pass to Amarian Stewart, completely untouched by a defender. And assuming that the true freshman kicker hits the extra point, it'll be a tie game with 45 seconds left to go.
Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice.
This is finally the step that Bryce needed to make.
We might be looking at overtime soon.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hey, a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava.
Nico drops back to throw, fires right. Caught at the boundary, taken out at the 18-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Bruins.
On 2nd and 8, a long way to go. Looking to fire.
Quick pass over the middle, breaks a tackle. Taken down at the 24. UCLA calls a timeout. 3rd and 1, empty backfield for Nico. Over the middle, caught, 1st down. Michigan cannot get a stop for anything. They just cannot stop UCLA's offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down.
He had a sack right there, and he just... Come on, man. Like, the defense is playing like they're...
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play.
Look at that, just sitting on his ass.
Nowhere close on that one.
3rd and 10 Bruins.
Trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one
Nice incomplete pass there on the screen. The Bruins are going to have to punt. 18 seconds.
Doesn't convert this time. They booted away.
Capana with the return. He breaks away, gets across the 30. 9 seconds left on the clock. Bryce comes out in shotgun, single back, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Smothers motioning out of the backfield, looking to throw. Bryce over the middle, caught. Timeout taken. 4 seconds left. Bryce with an empty backfield. They're going to take a shot down to the end zone. Morgan in motion, draws back to throw. Underwood trying to buy time, takes off, and it's going to go to overtime. It's the end of regulation.
Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
Bryce under center now, wing formation, first play of overtime. Hands it to Smothers. Smothers gets it to the 15-yard line, taken down. 1st and 10, Michigan. Power I formation now, Bryce under center, 3 backs in the backfield. Hands it to Smothers, up the middle, has room, has a blocker, gets it across the plane into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan, and they score first in overtime. Now the defense has to make a stand and not let the Bruins get it into the end zone.
He plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
2 big runs by Smothers in overtime.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava.
Nico fires left, caught.
Good route on the comeback.
First play of the drive, already down to the 8. God, Michigan's defense is so bad this year. Cannot stop anybody.
Here's a heat.
Nico takes off and runs it right in for a touchdown. Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus Christ. The defense, dude.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. And now it's decision time.
This is crazy.
Kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And the extra point splits the uprights.
Well, second overtime.
First down here in the second overtime period.
UCLA gets the ball first this time.
Looking to throw on
Quick
first
throw,
down.
caught
With the
out of the
catch,
backfield,
it's
gain of 1.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just
Shotgun now, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, spread out wide.
Gonna swing it on
You can
second
throw,
down.
quick pass left, caught,
Strike complete.
gain of 2, 3rd and 7.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Shotgun now, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Michigan with 5 on the line, 7 in the box. No blitz. Nico has time, and he's hit. Taken down. It's going to be 4th and 10. Will they go for the conversion, or will they kick the field goal?
Great job executing. This is exactly why you want to play defense first.
Nate Marshall,
Not giving up yards, forcing
the
a long
second-year
field.
edge rusher, able to bully the interior linemen and just enough to get a hand on Nico to take him down. And now they're going to send out the kicking team. The kick will be... Nope, wait, there's a timeout. Michigan trying to ice the kicker. This is going to be from the 37-yard line. It'll be a 47-yard field goal. It's up. Looks like it's straight. It's good. So Michigan has to score a touchdown to win, a field goal to tie to take it to the third overtime. Knowing how this season has gone so far, it'll probably be a turnover. Here we go. Empty backfield for Underwood. Quick pass to the sideline. Caught by Stewart. Gets it down to the 12. Now in shotgun. Tight formation. 2 receivers. 2 tight ends. Smothers the tailback. Hands it to Smothers. Runs to the right side. Jukes the defender. Gets it to the 6. It'll be 2nd and 5. Power I formation for Bryce. Under center. 3 backs behind him. He's going to hand it off. Smothers. Gain of 3. Gets it to the 3-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Underwood. 1 tight end. Fleming on the line. 3 receivers. Smothers the tailback. Blitz by UCLA. Quick pass over the middle. McMillan in the end zone. Touchdown Michigan. And that's the game. Michigan wins in double overtime over UCLA, ranked number 15 in the nation for this top 15 matchup. What a classic. Michigan wins 55-52 over the Bruins.
Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Take a look at the stats for the game. UCLA huge advantage. They had 13 more first downs than Michigan in this game. Michigan's defense was porous. That has got to be fixed. Total yards of offense, UCLA was 667, Michigan 572. Total number of plays ran, UCLA 106, Michigan 74. Average yards per play, 7.7 for Michigan, 6.3 for UCLA. Run game, Michigan 35 carries, 145 yards, 4 touchdowns, an average of 4.1 yards per carry. UCLA, very similar numbers, 33 carries, 123 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3.7 yards per carry. In the passing game, Michigan was 30 of 39 for 427 yards and 4 touchdowns with an average of 10.9 yards per pass. UCLA 56 of 73. Jesus, they threw 73 times? The fuck is this? Texas Tech, Oklahoma? 56 of 73 for 3 touchdowns, 544 yards, 7.5 yards per pass. Third down conversions, UCLA 17 of 24 for 70%. Michigan 9 of 15 for 60%. Michigan had 1 fourth down conversion that they completed. No 2-point conversions taken in the game. Red zone trip percentage, UCLA scored on 7 of their trips for a 70% scoring number. Michigan 5 scores in the red zone, 62%. Both teams had 1 turnover and interception from each side. Punt returns, UCLA had 25 to Michigan's 21. Kick returns, UCLA 90 to Michigan's 32. Total yards for the game, UCLA 782 to Michigan's 625. Punt yardage, Michigan averaged 48.5 to UCLA's 46. Penalties, Michigan had 2 for 23, UCLA 2 for 15. Time of possession, Michigan led 25 minutes and 12 seconds to UCLA's 22:48. Individual player stats for the Michigan Wolverines. Bryce Underwood, 30 of 39, 427 yards, 76% completion percentage, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a QB rating of 197.6. Bryce Underwood also had a net rushing yardage of 9 carries, 14 yards, and 1 touchdown. And keep in mind that it does factor in the negative yards from any sacks. Hollywood Smothers, 16 carries, 68 yards, 1 touchdown. Jordan Marshall, 7 carries, 60 yards, 2 touchdowns. Micah Kaapana, 1 carry, Samaj Morgan, 1 carry. Amarian Stewart, 1 carry. Receiving, Dorian Fleming, 7 catches, 88 yards. Amarian Stewart, 4 catches, 96 yards, 1 touchdown. Hollywood Smothers, 4 catches, 75 yards, 1 touchdown. Andrew Marsh, 3 catches, 24 yards, 1 touchdown. And then we had Nick McMillan with 2 catches, 28 yards, 1 touchdown. And then Jordan Marshall, Samaj Morgan, Jamar Browder, Brady Priestcorn, and John Volker all recorded a handful of catches for some yards. Offensive line was attributed 1 sack throughout the game. That was to Nathan Afobe, the right guard. On defense, our tackles leader for the game was Keon Sabb with 19. TFL's leader, Marquise Lightfoot, with 4. Was also our sacks leader with 2. Interception, the 1 interception we had in the game was from TJ Metcalf. No forced fumbles. Kicking for the day, Otis Beck attempted no kicks from the field. It was perfect 7 of 7 for extra points. For punting, Brett Sykes had 4 punts, 194 yards, an average of 48.5. Kick returns, Amarian Stewart 1 for 16, Micah Campana 2 for 16. Punt returns, Micah had 2 for 21, excuse me. Alright, let's exit out. Marquise Lightfoot has set the Michigan single-season sacks record. Check out the record screen for more details. Alright, let's check out the record screen. Single-season sacks. So we got to go to Michigan. And season. Marquise Lightfoot has 16 on the season so far, and that has set a Michigan record. Just out of curiosity, where does 16 sit compared to the Big Ten record? Big Ten Conference record for sacks is Mateo Uagalele with 19, so he is 3 off of the Big Ten Conference record. And then the national record is 24 from Terrell Suggs in 2002. Interesting. Alright, let's advance the week and see what changes. Alright, we got a commitment from 4-star edge rusher Sam Mangold out of Medford, New Jersey. TJ Metcalf got Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week for his 6 tackles, 1 pass breakup, and 1 interception. We have moved up 1 spot in the rankings to move into number 10 spot at 7-2. Conference standings, we are currently 6th in the Big Ten. Do we have anybody on the Heisman watch list? We do not. Alright guys, so that'll be the episode. The next time I go live for this series, will be at home to take on little brother Michigan State Spartans, who are 5-3, and see if we can hold on to the slim chance, our slim playoff hopes, as we already have 2 losses on the season. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Follow me everywhere on social media at Kinetic615. Please check out the GoFundMe link in the YouTube page profile. You can also find it pinned at the top of my X profile. feel free to shoot me a message on X or Discord, and I'll try to message back. And, as always, guys, be kind to each other. Treat each other with respect. Sports and football are fun. Rivalries are fun. Keep it respectful. For me, signing out, as always, guys, it's Skull Vikes and Go Blue.